magical place in her.
Hi, hello, my name is Savannah if you are new here, and I need to pack. I leave in 4 days for Florida and I have yet to make any progress on my packing. I leave on Sunday. It is Wednesday and I just don't want to be honest. I'm still gonna push past it. We're gonna pack. I actually went to my mom's house today and I packed like really loosely, like a couple bags of clothes. Ooh, that did not sound good. Of clothes, because most of my clothes is at her place. I do have other clothes in this trunk and then in this laundry bin that I need to go through, figure out what I need. This is quite a complicated, difficult packing situation because, as some of you may know if you watched my, I don't know how many videos ago this would be by the time this is uploaded. Well, the update video. I'll link it up here. And yeah, I talked a bit about where I'm going this summer. I'll be in Florida, in Orlando, but then I am immediately traveling to Taipei in Taiwan for that semester at Minerva. And then I also, in January, I'm supposed to go to London. So, obviously, very different climates. London will be quite chilly, and we need to think about that in advance. So I have a lot of things to do. There's just a lot on my mind right now. I think the first step is unpacking what I have in these bags because right now I can't see any of it. So I need to take all of it out, look at all my clothing, and then start placing them into categories. I also have a few pieces I did want to show you. I'll just find them now. Alright, so now that I'm surrounded by a lot of stuff, I still have another bag to go through, but I did want to show you some of the things that I purchased this past week that I needed for Disney. The first is, unfortunately, bedding. I've been pretty lucky that oh, you can't really see. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky that in most of the cities I've lived in for university, they've provided bedding. There was only San Francisco as the exception. And you know what? I didn't mention this when I was talking earlier, but after London, I go to San Francisco to graduate. So I am going back to San Francisco. So I do need bedding. I think I need it in Taipei. I'm not clear on whether I do, but it's a possibility. And then I'm not sure about London either. Maybe it's a whole year of needing bedding, and regardless, here it is. I need it for Orlando. And I got this cute little, like, I don't know what kind of green this is. I want to say like my mom calls it apple green. I don't really know what I would call it. It's super, super pale, but it's a very pretty light green. And it's quite heavy, unfortunately. That's why I don't like carrying bed sheets. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you. All right. So for Disney, we actually need some plain shoes. Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. And truly, I don't even know if I follow the instructions properly, so I can check back in with you guys about that later. But from what I understand, the different jobs have different shoe requirements, and I think food and beverage jobs, they provide it for them, but then all the other ones they don't, and they can range from like dress shoes to fully white sneakers or fully black shoes. And from what I've gathered, the merchandise shoes, which is what I'm working as, is fully black, and they just have to be comfortable because you're standing in them all day. But you could wear ballet flats and you could wear sneakers or anything in between, as long as it's all one material. As of now, I bought shoes that I figured I would wear outside of Disney as well. I went to a discount store called Designer Shoe Warehouse in Ottawa, and these are just some really adorable little Oxfords. They're Clarks, which are always so comfortable. I have other shoes from them from a long time ago. I've worn them to death, but They're super, super light, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of them. Yeah. So I'm happy with this. The other thing I wanted to show you that I might have shown actually when I was packing for Argentina, I think I did, is the adapter set from Apple. That's what it looks like. So obviously I don't need it for the US. It's the same as Canada. It's just like the North American one. But I do need it for London. That's what I need it for. And this has been a lifesaver, truly. I didn't think it would be such a big deal, but having a Mac adapter that fits perfectly really makes a huge difference when you're going to like a cafe and there's like a loose sort of socket and it doesn't stick well into it. It's really nice to have something that just is less clunky, and usually it sits better in the sockets. Which one do I need? Oh, yes. This is the UK adapter. Oh my gosh, ignore my nails. They're so chipped. Also, something to think about if you are ever traveling is that if you have a layover in a country that has a different socket than your own, consider bringing an adapter for that as well. From what I know, actually I don't know anything. I don't even have a ticket anywhere yet. Everything is so unclear and undecided. But the most likely other one I would need is the European one. I better just like bring it in case. Back to unpacking so that I can repack. Also, I am kind of splitting it up. I don't know if you can kind of tell that there's some chunks. There's tops, swimsuits, skirts, pants, because there's not more than one at this point. This is an athletic shirt, dresses, all the way over here. So I'll keep going. Alright, well you can see I'm surrounded by stuff. The dress pile is getting pretty big, and I do have 3 more I see hanging up there, but I think that's it. And then I have, there's definitely things I need to try on, because there's stuff I know for sure I want to bring, and then there's stuff I'm really unsure about. I'm thinking for each pile I'll divide it into like definitely bringing and then like try it on. As I always say, there's a point in packing that is always so much more overwhelming. You kind of just make a mess and then you arrange it all. And that's super great when you do that, but until you get to that point, it's all just very stressful. Since it's super cold here, oh, super cold. I'm exaggerating. It's like 12 degrees Celsius. So since it is pretty cold, I'm not gonna be wearing like little skirts. So I'm thinking I'll do dresses and skirts first, because obviously I might rewear the sweaters and everything like that later. So, and I'll pull out my suitcase. You would recognize it if you've watched one of the pack with me's that I've done in the past. This is my beautiful London fog. It's my baby. I also lost, this is the suitcase that they lost when I went to Hyderabad, and I urge you to take a photo of your suitcase before you leave. So this is my photo. Little airline company, if you lose this, I have evidence of how it looks. Look at this. This is 360. Huh? Okay. I can do it. I can do it. It's totally fine. Question is, do I iron or do I not iron before packing? Because what if there is no iron? I don't know. I shouldn't iron it. It's just like not the same blue. Why is this so hard? I don't know. Also, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming.
back when I worked for IBM as an industrial engineer, one time I had to spend an hour flying from one concentration camp to another. This tastes exactly like that. I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. And you know what? I'm gonna give it a 10. It's like a simple test work on it. It's not sharp. I think that this is rich.
So, today's been weird. I feel like, by the way, it's the next day, if I haven't clarified. I have woken up, like, it feels like I woke up 15 times. I keep, like, semi-falling asleep. My little sister wakes me up at 7 in the morning. I'm kind of grateful that she keeps me in a little bit of a routine. But today, I just felt so tired. She woke me up and I immediately felt like, you know what, I'm not ready for the day. And I mean, I had to get up. So I did. I made her breakfast. I helped her get ready for school and stuff. By the way, she's 5. She's not like an older sister where she can do these things herself. And then my dad came down and we did the rest, got her to school as normal. We got back. It was about 9:15 and I fell asleep. So there you go. I feel like she kind of woke me up when it wasn't, you know, like the REM cycles. I feel like she woke me up at a weird time where I was like in very deep sleep. So I just kind of woke up in like a very groggy state and fell asleep. Then my brother came in and kind of woke me up at about 11:30, 11:45. He kind of just like came in and like made me aware that I had to be somewhere. I was meeting my grandparents and uncle and my mom and my brother for lunch, which was nice. I ate so much food, a lot of dumplings actually, which are amazing. We make them ourselves. And I ate so much, and you know, you eat so much that you're super tired. It like came on again. Like I still wasn't like energized. So I came back, I like sort of again like fiddled around at a few things, but then fell asleep. And here we are. It's almost time to pick up my sister from school. Oh, well, from like after school care. So it's 5:10. I have to pick her up with my dad at 5:30, 5:45. I have a bit of time, and in the evening I was supposed to meet some friends. So I'm exhausted, but I figured if I put makeup on, there's no excuse. You know, it kind of energizes you a little bit because you look alive, even though I don't feel alive. And if I do that, then maybe I won't. I feel like I would bail if I don't put on makeup, so I'm like preventing myself from bailing on my plans because I leave so soon that I will not get to see any of my friends again. I already had to say goodbye to a few of them, and I always hate that. I won't come back here for at least a year, which makes me really sad. I actually haven't been away from home for that long since like my first year at Minerva, and I think at the time it was like a huge adrenaline rush and that was okay. I didn't really mind. But now that I feel like I have much more attachment to home, it's harder. I don't know. I don't get as excited to like go to the next city or the next adventure. I mean, I am obviously excited. I'm especially excited. My boyfriend is also working at Disney, which is so fun. I am really grateful, so lucky. I really feel like it will make the experience a lot better. And for those who remember Emma, she also is working at Disney. So like, I don't know how that happened, but I am not gonna complain. I'm very excited. Emma arrives a little bit later. It's nice to know that I'll be with at least a couple people that I really love. Anyway, my point is I won't be here for a long time, which makes me really sad, especially when I told my sister yesterday. I hope she'll visit me this summer at Disney. but it's not a guarantee. And I won't see her until next May, potentially, along with like almost everybody else. It's just all overwhelming. I was really excited to be home, especially being sick all of last semester. It like makes me a little emotional to like think about leaving again because I was so excited. And yeah, I'm really grateful I came back, but then also I'm like scared because I just kind of want to be with my little sister and my family. I said bye to my grandparents today, and that was sad. I don't know. I became so much more of a homebody now that I've been traveling a lot. It's weird. I was so okay with it when I was like 16. I was like, peace, see ya, and I don't really care. Like, to me, it just didn't matter that much. I was like, they'll always be my family. Now I'm like, ah, gosh, I don't want to leave. I just want everyone I love to be in one place. It drives me insane having to like never being able to put everybody that I care for in the same place, because I'm always missing somebody. I'm always saying goodbye and I'm always missing somebody, and that just sucks. It's so off topic from the whole point of this video, but I guess goodbyes is part of packing, usually, I guess. Not always, but I would say most often for me. Whenever I go anywhere, I know somebody that's from there, and there are some amazing things I'm really looking forward to. I found out that one of my really good friends from UWC, Kezia, who I visited in The Hague, which is actually my most recent vlog, I think, when this goes up. That video is from when I was actually living in Berlin and I visited her in The Hague for like 5 days, and that was amazing. I really loved that. It was the first like UWC friend that I met up with after UWC, and she'll be in Edinburgh doing her master's degree, so I love you, Kez. I'm excited for that. I don't know if I need to brush my hair. I can't tell. All right, I'm not loving it, but it's just gonna have to do. Now I need to do some packing. I think I have, let's see. Oh, it's 5:30. Okay, I have maybe 5 minutes. But let's just see what we can do in 5 minutes. Why don't we just try our best? What is certain? What is certain? What is certain? Hey, not me showing up like 5 hours later. It is 9 p.m. and Zara, my little sister, is is in bed, kind of. She will probably wake up and ask me to stay with her a little bit more. I've done no packing.
You gotta think about you. I just can't live without you.
I did it. That's good. I guess I'll put that in the suitcase. Progress.
Your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me. There's no one like you, Elenore, really.
I'm honestly really surprised my sister hasn't woken up. She usually does at this point. I should knock on wood. I feel like I just screwed myself over by saying that, but hello. The timing. Do you want to come lie down here? Okay. Can we get up? Can I just go to the bathroom first? And I'll come. Okay, I'll stay with you for a bit. Could that have been more comedic timing? No. Well, she's finally sleeping. It's been like 25 minutes since she walked in. So let's get back to it.
I think I love you, Elenore, love me.
feel like I should stop. You can't see the suitcase right now. Let me just show you. So it's actually looking pretty full. And the problem is that I know I have things that are going to take up quite a bit of like height, or like are a little more chunky, I guess. And I don't want to pack without thinking about those things. So I do things all the way around. And I know that looks like a lot, but a lot of this is not going into the suitcase. I do, however, need to like strategically think about what is going inside at this point. So, because obviously clothes is a lot easier to like stuff into like small areas and like holes, whereas some bigger items are not. So yes, since I have to go anyway, I'm just going to call it a night on this. I really do have to go, and I will get back to you tonight or tomorrow morning with more packing. Maybe I will feel super motivated tonight and get some more done. We shall see. It's the first time I'm feeling like I'm in the flow of things, so I'm a little bit like, it sucks to like break that focus, but it's okay. I'm gonna go out and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so it's been, I actually don't know when I last filmed. I think it's been a couple days, but I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning. For now though, I do have a couple things left on my to-do list. I did manage to get all my sewing done. If you've seen my previous pack with me, so I always have some like alterations to do to clothing, and I've done all of those for this time around. Ignore the fact that I have shoes on the table, I'm going to clean the table. But what I'm doing is basically polishing them because they look super disgusting. I'm going to use a magic eraser sponge, which seems to always work. Good morning. I've been up since 5, but I'm done officially. My biggest suitcase is downstairs, and then here's the situation. I have that bag, which I just need to zip up. Shouldn't take too long. I have that, which is so full. Also need to just close it up. That's all going in there. And yeah, and this is food for the car. And my electronics. I need to grab my tripod, my teeny tiny tripod, and this camera, obviously.
I once was so